So I've just finished my first day of the Deloitte work experience. Today was mainly focused around learning about the different functions within the firm and how those job roles are applied to real life situations. So after learning more about the different roles, we were given a case study of a fake company, and we had to decide that if we were working for Deloitte, how we would advise them in becoming more sustainable and more successful for the future. For example, we had to decide whether they should acquire a new company in Europe or whether they should just focus on their UK stores. After we had that all together, our group had to present that to the rest of the larger group, which was quite daunting at first. I was quite worried to do that, but actually they were really supportive and they were really nice about it, and that made it a lot less scary. Lastly, we had a Q&A with the Bright Start apprentices who explained what it was like coming straight from A-levels into a work environment and why they would recommend doing that over university, which was really interesting to learn about the different options that we have, and knowing that university isn't the only path that's available. So I've just gone into my lunch break, and this morning we focused on a range of different things. We started off by looking at the diversity and wellbeing policies within Deloitte especially, and this was really interesting as it showed an insight into how a global company like Deloitte is able to ensure that all of the workers across the world are happy and comfortable within the environment they're in. We then went on to look at your personal brand and how you can control the way that others perceive you, and obviously that applies to companies as well, how they're able to control the way that the consumer views their company. Then this led on quite nicely to them teaching us interview skills. So for instance, they told us about an elevator pitch, which is sort of a 1-minute speech where you can just sum up everything you want to say, and it's usually pre-prepared. So it means that in an interview, for instance, if someone asks, tell me about yourself, you're able to just hatch out the elevator pitch, and it helps you to be more relaxed in an interview environment. So that was really useful. And this second half of the day, they taught us about how to do a SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And this really helped when we had to pull together a pitch. We were given another fake case study of a business that was just going off the rails and needed to get back on track. And we had to decide, if we were Deloitte, how we would fix that company. So then we were given 45 minutes and we had to pull together a pitch and then present it to the rest of the group. Which was quite daunting, but obviously being behind a computer screen did make it less stressful. Then at the end, we were told about the Deloitte application process and all the different opportunities that we have, regardless of which time you want to apply. So whether you want to apply after university or before university, or anything like that. Overall, the experience was really helpful in showing me all the different areas of work that I could potentially go into, and it was really fun seeing it on being able to speak to all the workers and see what they do on a day-to-day basis. I think it was quite daunting at first, the fact that I hadn't studied maths or economics or business, so it felt like I didn't know a lot of the terms that everyone else did, but I guess it just showed me that you're not limited to a career path based on your A-levels, which was really nice to hear.